Did you know that your birth chart can actually tell you what your life might be like when you become a wife? Let me put you onto the secret information. So if you want to figure out what your life might be like when you become a wife, it's very important that you pay attention to an asteroid in your chart called Bride. This asteroid could even tell you what your wedding day might be like too. So if you want to find the Bride asteroid in your birth chart, go on Google and type in astro.com extended chart selection, and then fill your birth chart information on that page, and then you'll be directed to this page that's on the screen. Then scroll down to the bottom of the page where it says additional objects, then click on asteroid name and then find Bride under the B section. So for example, this person has their Bride asteroid in the sign of Capricorn. Now let me tell you something about Bride and Capricorn, okay? This is one of those placements that you need to watch out for, because this is the kind of placement that can indicate that your life might get a bit harder when you become a wife, okay? Not always though, there's definitely benefits of having this placement, because having this placement could show that your life might become more stable when you become a wife. You might even have a quieter life. The reason why I say this is because Capricorn in astrology is a sign and an energy that's ruled by Saturn. And Capricorn and Saturn in astrology are energies that can represent hardship, but they can also represent stability and quietness, and things that can be very grounding and down to earth. Another benefit of having the Bride asteroid in Capricorn is that this is usually a placement that can indicate that you might have a very long marriage or a lifelong lasting marriage too. People that have their Bride asteroid in Capricorn might end up getting married when they're older too. Now this person has their Bride asteroid in the sign of Aquarius. People that have their Bride asteroid in the sign of Aquarius might notice that when they get married, they might feel a bit more rebellious and more free-spirited. Their life might also become a lot more interesting too. This is because this is the kind of placement that can indicate that when you get married and you become a wife, your life might start to be filled with all sorts of surprises. But I really do like this placement for a lot of reasons, especially because this is the kind of placement that could indicate that you have a higher chance and likelihood to get married to your best friend. And oftentimes to someone that's very quirky and eccentric, and to someone that doesn't like to just do what everyone else is doing, you know? People that have this placement might also have a big wedding too. This is because Aquarius in astrology represents large groups, society, community, friends, networking, that kind of thing. Now this person has their Bride asteroid in the sign of Pisces. Having the Bride asteroid in the sign of Pisces can indicate that when you become a wife, you might become a lot more spiritual. You might also notice that you become a lot more emotional. And you just might notice that you become a lot more gentle, compassionate, and empathetic too. What I will say about this placement though is that you have to be very careful at times, because sometimes having the Bride asteroid in Pisces can indicate that at certain times in your marriage, you might feel ignored or misunderstood or gaslit. So just be very careful about who you marry, and make sure that you're not staying in a relationship or a marriage that's consistently tiring you out and draining your energy. Because sometimes Pisces energy can represent certain emotions and feelings, like feeling gaslit, feeling ignored, or feeling misunderstood. Pisces in astrology can even represent fatigue or loneliness too. So just be careful, okay?